Hello, hello. Welcome. It is Tuesday night and it's time to answer a reader question. I haven't even looked up the reader question today. Does anybody have a question? Oh, there's a lot of people here. Oh, good deal. Let's see. And while we're saying hello to everybody, what color should I sign the books? So I'm signing our Patreon books tonight. And this is the cover. We just got them in. What color should I sign? These are the colors I have. So put in the comments as I say hello to everybody. Hello, Linda. How are you? I'm so glad you are here. Hello, Judy. How are you? I always know that that's you, EJ, but not Jeannie. Hey, Kathy. What is going on? And there is Miss Angie. How are you? Hello, hello, Silent Butterfly. Miss Marilyn, how are you? Are you surviving our heated weather up here? Hey, Jean, how's everything going? I saw you had a, let's see, you won something. I think it was on Instagram with the dogs. Congratulations. Hello, Kristen. How are you? Oh, hey, Henri. I just was on the phone with my friend Henri for like, I don't know, an hour. I was gabbing her leg off. That's my friend. She is amazing. Hello, Miss Kristen Steele. Hello, hello. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Miss Beverly. Miss Crystal, how are you? We're glad you're here. Hello, Bethany. Hello, Vicki. How are you? Vicki. Oh my gosh. So the other day I was thinking about you. As a matter of fact, it was yesterday. So I was cleaning my office and I keep every single card that people sent me. And you had sent me one in 2023. And I read it again yesterday and it was so beautiful and so sweet. And I was sending you so much love. So I keep all my cards. So we've got a teal, blue, teal, purple, blue. I'll be blue Christmas without you. Ooh, we got a red. Marilyn, girl, I'll sign yours red because I think you get one. Yes, it's me in disguise. You are a good sleuth. Gina, there you are. I was like, oh, my friend Gina. Yeah, you can take one. Eddie. Can't get I know, girl. Yeah. Jefferson hit 99. Wow, look at you up there. Hey, Stephanie. How are you, girl? Bethany said blue and Gina said hello. So we will get started. So we got blue and then I've got Marilyn's red. I'm gonna do Marilyn's red. But I need to pull a reader question, y'all. Beverly has changed hers. She said orange for Halloween. Well, this isn't a Halloween one, but when Halloween comes, we will actually be doing like an orange. So let me see here. I'm going to go grab a reader question. If anybody has a burning question, because again, we're doing it so, different. You can grab those over here too. You might want to move that. Sorry, you guys. Eddie is getting ready to start doing all the labels for our books that we've got to sign for our Patreons. And I'm scrolling to find a reader question. Because I don't do this. I think it's so much better not to answer. Thanks, Eddie. Not to answer the reader question before the live. So we all know it is an impromptu. Let's see. Okay. Let me look. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves, all my Southern sleuths. Let's see. So these are like not questions, but they're actually they're like saying things like, oh, I don't have a question. Just wanted to know, let you know I'm escaping from your books. Okay, I'll keep on going. I'll find these questions. Okay. Let's see. Oh, well, Stephanie's here. And this is one that she posted that I'm going to pick. So, Stephanie, I'm going to pick a question. Let's see. Oh, you're asking a question in here. What are the pins for? Oh, I'm signing all the books for Patreon. So I have some stacks of books to sign. And y'all, Eddie has put in a reverse osmosis system into our house for the water. There's a reason for that, and eventually I'll explain it. But he needed to do it. And so where I drink all my coffee, y'all know, the pantry. So now he has decided that is going to put a sink in the pantry. So that's the mess. So when I showed y'all the books, that's the mess because he's going to work. But he already got the sink in. He's got the osmosis water thing in. And the reason it's going to be in here is because this is where I make all my coffee. And so, you know, all my teas and my coffee. Oh, that's our French press. That's not really. But anyway, so he has stopped. I said, Eddie, you don't have to stop and help me with the books. But here he is. He's hanging out over here with MASH. And then, of course, we have our lovely birthday girl, Rowena, as we do that. So, Stephanie, I'm going to go ahead and put the comment up. So this is a fun Stephanie comment, and you asked this a few months back, and I'm just now getting to it. I'm sorry. And it says, do you ever get an idea for another book while knee deep in writing of another book? So yes, I do it all the time. So, this is a perfect thing. So my friend Henri, I don't know if she's still on here, but she and I talked, I don't know, Henri, was it like 2 years ago, and we were talking about the daily serials and how I had started doing a daily serial with my Patreon, and we were doing on Vella because Amazon had asked if I would do that. And so then they took down the Vella, and so I gotta get my little leg glasses on here because I can't see. And so what happened is that so I did it on Vella, and it was pretty successful. And then Amazon did away with Vella. This is for Rebecca. And so what happened was that they took away Vella, and then my friend Henri, who's on here, we had talked about, thank you, Eddie. We had talked about doing a daily serial, that another one of our friends, she's not a friend of mine. She's a friend of my head, does. And so I'm like, yeah, I could totally do that. And so while I've been writing all these books, I've been working in my head on this daily serial. And I'm like, who could it be? What could it be about? And so that is how I've been working on the daily serial with the Laundry Club ladies. So I don't know if you guys saw it, give it a thumbs up, a heart, or whatever you can do here on this channel. And let me know that you saw it. And if you didn't, while you're here on the YouTubes, I did a video about it. And so it's literally, so I don't know if you guys know. So yes, Stephanie, the answer to your question, squirrel. Jeannie knows because she's in here. She knows I'm a squirrel. She even got me a little squirrel for my office, which it sits up there with my cuckoo clock because we all cuckoo here and we embrace it. And this is Miss Jane Dietz. If Miss Jane is here yet, she said she's going to be on. So I do write I call it my main book because that's what I write first thing in the morning after I do all my morning routine. And then I also will do business in the afternoon. And then after my business in the afternoon, I will do maybe 1,000 words on a second project. because it keeps me, good, and it keeps everything going for me. So when I get done with the first project, that I can roll into the second project. So the daily cereal for here's Jeannie's, for the Laundry Club ladies, that came about because a couple of years ago, they had something on the TikTok that I followed. And so it was the 9-month world cruise. Y'all, I am not kidding when I say it was so much fun to watch them do that. They were on there, and they were like, there was this one family, this one guy and his wife, and he called himself Mom and Dad. And so what happened was that he was on the TikTok on the 9-month world cruise, and that's how they communicated with their kids. Like, because wherever they were like all over the world. So sometimes their kids were asleep when they would try to call, or so the kids were like, I know, why don't you just do TikTok and do updates? So this guy and his wife, who became known as the Mom and Dad of the world cruise, they ended up doing all these TikToks. And then there were people that had bingo cards on the world cruise that were like, okay, how many people are going to die on the world cruise? Because people die on cruises all the time. You just don't know it. They do have a morgue. And then they said, and one of them was, like the cheating, who was going to get murdered. Nobody got murdered on the world cruise, but there was a couple of divorces. How many people got pregnant? And so there was this whole community. And of course, I was totally into it. This was crazy. So there was another girl that I watched that had lived in an RV. She lives in Las Vegas. Her and her husband lives in an RV, and they were going on the 9-month world cruise. And so I followed her on the 9-month world cruise on the TikTok, and her name is Dr. Jenny Travels. And so every time that they met Leslie Lawrence, every time they made a pit stop, she would do a handstand. It was fascinating. And so every night I would make Eddie, as we were sitting on the couch, watch the world cruise. And there were people on land, and it got to be so popular that they were having a book club. There was a knitting club on the world cruise, followed them. There was, it was just like an everyday, it was literally like a small town. And so Eddie and I have been on a few cruises, and we had reservations to go to Alaska next month. We had to postpone that recently. We were going on a 2-week one. And so what happened was that this is Mama Jane's book. This is not Jane Dietz's. This is Mama Jane. So anyways, what happened was that I had already the thing worked out to where I was going to get a tour of the guts of the cruise, so I could, because I'm like, oh my gosh, the Laundry Club ladies have to go on a cruise. And maybe here in a few minutes after I get done signing, I'll read the first thing to you. But anyways, what it is this is like a big, huge project. So I've been working on this in my head. And so finally we got with my web designer, because what'll happen is, and let me explain it. So the web designer actually will build out a page on my website. So that's why I've been sending everybody over on the website, because this is how we do it. And you will actually go over every day, and you have 24 hours to read that day's episode. This is Gloria's. So every day will be like, say today is Tuesday, August the 12th. So you'll read what happens on Tuesday, August the 12th. And then it's only up for a day. So if you miss, and so hopefully in my Facebook group, if you're not in that group, I will have people, I hope, will be talking about it openly. There'll be a thread reminding people to go read it. And it's literally 6 months. So from January the 1st until the 30th of July, y'all are going to be with Mae West and the Laundry Club ladies on a 6-month world cruise. So also, I don't know if y'all have been on a cruise, but you know how you get those compasses? So the compass is a brochure that every day they give you an itinerary. So I'm going to be making some of those up for giveaways and gifts and prizes. But the most fun part is just going to follow these ladies on this world cruise for every day for 6 months. So my web designer and Eddie are working with that. That should be all set up. And I have already got, some of the things this will be a spoiler alert. So one of the people that die is going to be, I don't specifically know all the details because I've written just a little bit of it. But what happens is that if you miss a day, the only way to get back that day, or if you want to continue reading it, is that you'll be able to purchase that month only of the novella. So in January, at the end of January, you're going to be able to purchase all of January. And you can read all of January, and the same thing will happen. It'll probably be around the 20th or 25th of the month, and you can buy February's, all of it, and then that will not be compiled into one big book at the end of 6 months. It will be 6 novellas that will be available for purchase, as well as Kindle Unlimited. This is our friend Lauren. And so, you can either read it daily for free, or you can purchase them to read in one setting. But all of them will not fully be out until June. So, but the fun is reading it for free and reading along with it, and then spoiler alerting it and all the fun stuff. This is Mary's, Miss Marilyn. It's not Mary. Mary is her daughter, Miss Marilyn. Let's get you on here. She wanted red, and red you got, girl. I have a funny story to tell y'all about my red lipstick in a second. Marilyn! And so, anyways, what happened is that my friend, Henri, if she's still on here, Miss Gina, yours is coming up. She and I have discussed it. And so finally, I just pulled the plug. I got all the things together. I'd sent her the covers. And we have talked about it endlessly. And finally, I just pulled the plug. So that is a long, what, baby? Oh, Eddie said pull. Oh, Eddie said that I pulled the trigger. When you pull the plug, you kill something. Well, I just might want to kill something because I'm going to be killing lots of something. But here's kind of a spoiler alert so Dottie is Dottie, right? So Dottie is going to end up taking over as games, some parts of the games, because it'll be like Julie from Love Boat. She is kind of indisposed. Now, I'm not going to tell you if she dies or not, but Dottie is so outgoing that they actually say, well, we've got to have somebody on here till we get to the next port. And Dottie is going to take over as the games coordinator. So, and it is so funny. But here in a second, I will read the first day to you. So the first 10 days will be up all together. This is Miss Charlene's. And so what happened is that the first 10 days will be up for free. And every day after that will be for free too. But only the first 10 will be together. So you kind of get into the routine. And then those will go away. And then you'll get one a day. And I think Eddie has it to where it'll be 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you'll get plenty of notices, all the fun stuff. Here, Miss Angie, if you're still on here, here is yours. And so normally I like to write like, love ya, stay cozy. But while I'm talking, I can't write all that. So anyways, every single Laundry Club lady is going to have a fun month. So, it's 6 months. And there's 5 Laundry Club ladies. And so how they get there is even funnier. But here's the kicker, Miss April. I'm still going to be releasing a full-length book in that series during this time. So when people are going to say, Where does this fall into the series? It just falls into the series anytime. It doesn't specifically fall into the series at all. Mr. Leonard. And so it's not going to be like it won't show up on Amazon in the actual I don't think it'll show up unless we make it like book 45 or something, which I'm not going to do. It'll show up as related content, which is where bribes, and binoculars fit in, which is May's bachelorette party. Because people are always like, how come I don't get the bachelorette party? And where does that fall in? I'm like, anytime before the wedding, but here, Jean, here's yours. And so it's just going to be an adjacent extra content for 6 months. And it's a commitment. I mean, it's a commitment for me to write those. But it has been so much fun because for me, I have to start writing them now, Stephanie, back to your question, so we can get them, edited and fully done. But it really is just something that I wanted to do for myself. And I thought, this was fun. I had a lot of fun doing it in Patreon. I had a lot of fun doing it in Bella. And so this was just, actually, I had the covers because I was actually going to do this same thing years ago with the first Southern Magical Bakery book. But when me and some of our Facebook people, before we had Patreon, were writing that. Well, no, I think we were writing it in Patreon because we've written some books in Patreon together. But anyways, and so I had the books for it, or the books for it and everything. And that's when Bella came along. And so we had already started this process with a different book. So in my head, I've been in this series, the cruise, which is so funny. So I will read the first episode, or the first day, which will be January the 1st. And if you guys go to my homepage here on YouTube, on my homepage, there is a little trailer. And the trailer, this is Aggie, will tell you kind of about it. But I'm super excited. Miss Lisa Blankenship is next about it. And I hope you guys are too. It should be a lot of fun. So that is the reader question of the day. So yes, I do. Oh gosh, there's a lot of comments. I love that. So let me see if there's any more. Let's see. I like the orange. I love that. Everybody said hi, Eddie. Andre says, what are you excited to write next? Well, Andre, this is Jana Lawrence. Actually, I have put up some Christmas decorations in my office. I have up my little Christmas tree. I have up a Christmas picture that blinks because I've already kind of told you this, but I started plotting the next, Miss Anita, the Christmas camper book, the gingerbread, garlands, and gunshots. And so what happened is that I'm like, I have to get into the Christmas spirit because it's 101,000,000 degrees outside. And Miss Amanda. And so Eddie's like, what in the world are you doing? Miss Vicky, here's your book. And so I even play Christmas music on my YouTube TV, or the YouTube on my TV in my office, because it's just too hot to go to the she shed even. And so I play in YouTube Christmas songs, and the snow is falling on the YouTube. And so next week I start writing chapter 1 of that. So this week I was loosely plotting it. I'm not a big plotter, but I needed to do some plotting this week on it because it's, those books are getting harder and harder to write. You think they get easier and easier, but after, 42 books, there is a lot of, I have to go back and think, how did I kill this person? How did I kill that person? Who has been a suspect before? Because I don't want to make, Miss Roxana, the same person a suspect again. And so, actually, I think Buck is going to be a suspect. So he and Cheryl, who are in with the Stitching Club, are going to we're going to have a gala, a winter gala for the Winter Festival. So every year when I do a book for Christmas in that series, Miss Tammy Kennison, I always make sure that we have the same festivals. So the festival is the Winter Festival in Normal. And we are going to be doing the Winter Festival, and they're going to have a winter gala. So I love that. Miss Kathy Keith, you are next. So we'll see what else is going on. Everybody's saying hello, Eddie. If they made the Camper series into a show, who would Mae West be? Well, it is in development for a television show at Hallmark. So what that means is that they are writing I think they've written the outline now, and the first 2 episodes have been turned in. And so I can't say who I would want it to be because I know who they want it to be, and I don't want to give that away. Your nails look awesome. Thank you, girl. We just got them done today. So yep, they're a little bit shorter than normal, but I like them. Miss Vicky. What are the pins for? Pins for? I'm half asleep when I see stuff. Girl, I'm sorry. Miss Bridget is next. Yeah, it is for my Patreon and the Author Inner Circle. I'll have to put the link up for y'all to check it out. They get the print books, but if you're in the tier down, you get the ebook. So they get the print book, and then I think I have one here. Oh yeah. And so also we've started doing they get a letter in the mail from a character from one of my books, and they also here's this I got the stickers made. So it's fueled by sweet tea and suspicion, and there's little ghosts, and there is the tea, and then there is the journal. So this one was Flugie Callahan from the Ghostly Southern Mystery series. She is the editor-in-chief. And so they get those cute little things. And so I'm going to be working on next month's soon. So they get the signed books. Is there somebody over there? So there's no concert tonight, but we just had Nellie. And boy, Nellie talk, Nellie listen. Woo! If you want to go and take a ride with me. Anyways, or he always says, I think my butt's getting big. It's getting hot in here. This is for Pam. And let me tell you what, he was loud and blinky. And of course, I was outside trying to do my dancing. Eddie was inside trying to do some sleeping. And here's Terry. I call her Tari, but it's Terry. And then here's Pat. And so, literally they had lights, and it was all up in the air and all sorts of stuff. This is Miss Patricia. We'll just do a couple more, and then I'll get to reading. And we'll do Haley. And so that was fun. And I don't know who's coming up this week, but we were having every other concerts the other week, and it was a lot of fun. And then who was that country singer, Eddie? Luke Bryan. Yeah. So Luke Bryan was here, and That crowd was so loud. Miss Lisa. Well, let's just do about 4 more. And then we'll do Miss Betty. And then Eddie, are you going to the store tonight or tomorrow? Mm-hmm. And then after this, because Eddie is currently, we'll flip it around as Eddie's doing it. Say hi. Eddie takes the things and he puts it in the envelope and then he seals them and then he puts them over there. And then Miss Rowena is staring. And there's more over there that I've already done. Whew. Because we have a lot of people that don't get on our lives. And so I just try to get those done and save back the people that I think are going to be on the lives. So Miss Jamie. So yes. Let's see. School starts tomorrow. Oh, is this where they put the actual let's see, the actual like phone and like some kind of little bin, or what are they doing about that? Now, see, we have gone to that already. I think we did this like 2 years ago. Miss Ashley Carr, and like 2 years ago, maybe they went to that here already. And I think it turned out fine. I didn't bother anybody here. This is Miss Tracy's from the Cynthiana Public Library. I will be on their radio station on September the 25th, Eddie, 25th. And then on the 30th, I will be there for a book signing. I hope you guys come, or if you can. And then let's see, Miss Francis, we'll do this one. This will be the last one, and then we will read. So yeah, I want to know about that. Then my friend Andre says, will you be making a cameo? Yes, ma'am. Of course. I can sit by the campfire and say hello. So I was going to tell you all about my lipstick story. So was it Friday night or Saturday night? I know that you just told Andre this. Friday night that we went with Cody's? Saturday night. My days are running together, y'all. So that's what happens when you work from home, probably. So last Saturday night, bye, baby, I love you. We went out to dinner with Cody and his girlfriends and her parents. And this is the first time we met them. Awesome people. And so of course, her father and I were fighting over, I didn't drink anything, but we had a bar bill waiting for our table, and they had just got like a glass of wine. And then they're not from here, so he was trying just a little, I think he had, what kind of bourbon did he have? He had an old fashioned. And so, he had an old fashioned, and she had a glass of wine, and Eddie had a little cocktail. And the kids, they didn't get anything to drink. But they're not kids. They're 32 and 30, but they're kids to me. So I wanted to pay for the drinks. And so the bartender, she was so cute. And then the manager were both behind the bar. And so her dad, Cody's girlfriend's dad, his name's Frazier, he whips out his money. And I'm like, no. And I whip out mine, and the guy goes, the owner, he's like, well, normally I do who gets there first. And he said, this is a little strange. And the young girl that was the bartender, which I don't know if she was young. I mean, she's probably like 30. But again, I'm 54, so I think everybody's young. And so the other bartender, she came over. She's like, oh, we got a showdown. I said, listen, they're not from here, and I want to pay for it. And she said, you have on the power lipstick, so you win. Oh! And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, but that's just my signature is red. I buy red. That's all I have worn. And so what happened was that a friend of mine, she had sent her web designer over to my website and said, oh my gosh, what is Tanya doing? I need to do what Tanya's doing on her website. You know, why is her website so successful? And he was looking through my website and my blog and my pictures. And if you don't know, you can, so that's the thing, like you're going to need to become a member of the website if you want to, because I still blog. I know blogging, as they say, is old, but I don't care. I still do it. And so I have subscribers to my website, not the newsletter, but the website. It's called Chit Chat. And so I post on there like 3 times a week. And so you get an email saying that I posted to Chit Chat and you can go check it out. And so my friend, her web designer comes back and he says, oh, it's the lipstick. It's the lipstick. That's what's working for. So I could not wait to get home and say, you are not going to believe what this bartender said about my lipstick. The girl bartender. So that was funny. So I wanted to tell you that funny. That was a funny. And I think I was going to tell you something else. Let's see. My pantry. Thank you. Hey, Jane. Yay. I knew you said that you could comment now. So I love that. So yeah, thank you so much. I love it too. And it's not messy. And if Mama was on here and she knew that I showed y'all my pantry and that it looked like that, she'd be clutching her pearls. She would, happy birthday, Rowena. Hello, Lauren. How are you? Everybody's saying, Rowena, happy birthday. Yes, you're still there. Of course you are. Yes, I'm so glad you made it. I just signed up for your Patreon. Oh, thank you, Norma. I hope you love it. We love it in there. It is so much fun. Everybody's saying hello to Jane. Oh, hello, bright as a button. How are you? Good morning. It's good to see you. Sometimes we don't catch you on here. We are so glad to see you. Yep, squirrel. Says, I have an idea for short stories, so I start writing notes so I don't forget, and then I don't get either one finished. Just write a little a day. If you just want to write a little a day, you can do it. You can do it. And Jean, are you on a cruise? Is that what I saw maybe on the Instagrams? So you're going to love it. Yes, love the daily cereal. I know, I cannot wait. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. So excited. So excited. It was wonderful. I love that. So you're watching on your TV and posted from your phone is, oh, you're having a storm. I wonder if we're going to have a storm. I know that we're supposed to, so I covered up my my furniture outside. I did do that. You do follow me everywhere. I know you do. I love you. You've been around for a long time, so you should come back. In June, I'm going to be doing the reader and author event again in June. I would love to see you again. Yes. Wait, did you come to that last year? No, you didn't come to that last year. You didn't come to the reader and author event, did you? No, that was Jeannie Huffman. But Jeannie Huffman's in here too. I'm hoping that she can, yeah, here she is. You can come next year. So each day is a post. I thought it was the same for the entire month. That sounds even better. Yeah, so every day you go, oh, I'm going to read it. I just totally spanned out and squirrel. So I will read the first day because I don't mind reading it. So let's get to that with my old lady glasses. The Laundry Club Lady Cruise. So it says January 1st, Thursday, because January the 1st is a Thursday. So it's going to have that every day, that heading. Okay, here we go. It says, at first I thought it was a joke. I think we all thought of it as a joke until Bets Hager, the most sensible one out of the Laundry Club ladies, made it sound doable. Look outside. She stood at one of the folding counters and folded her laundry. There's 6 inches of snow. That'll take them 2 weeks to even get around to shoveling us out. Me, Abby Von Bonds, Bets Hager, Queenie French, and Dottie Swaggart, lovingly known by our community as Laundry Club ladies, had begged Hank, my husband, to use one of the shovels to help push us out. So I'm changing that. So remember, this is not edited. So actually, I'm going to have her use something from the ranger station to try to get them around in town. So this is all new. Okay. All the campers have canceled their reservations, Dottie reminded me with her cigarette stuck up in the side of her lip. By the time spring rolls around and the lake just might be thawed. And the Farmer's Almanac said we was in for a real bad winter. Abby mentioned the go-to Bible for us all Southerners who love to get a jump on what Mother Nature had in store for us Side note, if y'all do not have a Farmer's Almanac, it's okay, but we swear by it, and it's like it sits next to the Bible because we look at it all the time, how to plan our year out. Going back to it. And the Farmer's Almanac said we were in for a real bad winter. Abby mentioned the go-to Bible for all us Southerns who love to get a jump on what Mother Nature had in store for us. Plus, Hank did say how they were cutting back ranger hours, Queenie reminded me as she did a shimmy with some sort of jazzercise move across the room. And I won't be having any classes in this weather. I sat there well aware that all their eyes were on me and that brochure I had in my hand. Y'all, I laughed and held it up, wagging it in the air. It's a joke. I thought it would be funny. One of the last guests we had to kick out of the campground had made a joke saying that she had begged her husband to come to Happy Trails for the fun New Year's Eve celebration. And when I had to give her the news that we had to evacuate due to the incoming blizzard, her husband said, "I told you so. We should have went on that cruise." And they left the brochure behind. "But you didn't throw the brochure away?" Abby asked, of all people. She jumped to her feet and grabbed it out of my hands. "Abby, do you think Bobby Ray will be on board with you going on a 6-month cruise?" I asked, referring to my foster brother and her husband. "He'll kill me for even suggesting it to you." I got up from the couch and glanced at the TV. "Well, it's better than me being home twiddling my thumbs and worrying about him and this stuff," she said and glanced out the window. "But it is nice of him to come pick us all up so we could visit." Did he have a choice after you told him all his underwear were dirty and you refused to do laundry while he tried to plow us out as much as he could? Queenie asked with a smirk on her face and shoved the sequins headband up on her forehead so high that it made the edges of her hair stick up in the air. Bobby Ray was so kind and sweet. After a week of being snowed in, and he had taken the side job as a favor for the mayor to use his big old truck and plow on the front of it to help clear as much as he could. He didn't have anything else to do since his job as a mechanic at Grassl's garage was shut down due to the fluffy stuff. "I don't know." I bit my lip and walked over to help Bets fold the laundry while I waited for mine to dry. The whirl of the dryers created a background noise while all 5 of us stopped and stared out the window. Somewhere under the inches of snow was the one-way street going through downtown Normal with a grassy median in the middle. The picnic tables, once dotted throughout, had long been picked up before the blizzard had hit. The carriage lights flickered along the sidewalks, and Trail's coffee was dark, and so was Dieter's Feed and Seed, where Alvin Dieter had to shut down a couple of days before the storm because everyone who lived in the Daniel Boone National Park had bought him out of all his shovels and salt, as well as anything they could use to survive what the national news dubbed as the storm of the century. And I'll tell y'all a side story about that in a minute. "I reckon I can be gone for 6 months, Dottie broke our silence. "Well, I guess we could always get off the ship and fly back home if there was an emergency," Abby said, shaking her head as if her mind was made up. "And now that Ryan has been laid off," Beth started, I know when the snow melts, he said he'd work here for me while I clean houses," she sighed. "But I would just tell my cleaning clients that I'm taking the rest of the winter and the spring off." "None of my work for the Historical Society is taking place until summer." Queenie had stopped jazzercising and stood at the window with Dottie and Abby. Beth stopped folding laundry and walked over to stand with them. "Have they lost their minds?" I thought to myself. "A 6-month cruise? And at this rate, at the rate it is, it's only good until tomorrow," Abby said, showing them the brochure. "And it leaves on Saturday." "Saturday? As in 2 days?" I snickered, knowing that would be the deal breaker. "I'm in," Bets yelled. "Me too," Queenie did a little victory grapevine. "And so am I," Abby squealed. "Well, I need to be in the loop like cornbread on a Sunday supper," Dottie hooted. "May, I'm going to need to take a 6-month leave of absence." They all turned around and looked at me. "May," Abby said my name in question. "Are you in?" I stammered. I looked at them, their faces all eager with anticipation. 6-month world cruise, I said. "Here comes the laundry club ladies." And day 2 is, so you're not going to see like May, like going back to the campground to tell Hank that they're going. But the next day they're at the airport. And then the 3rd day they're on the cruise. And so you're going to get to see like things like that. So it's not going to be the progression of the days. It's going to be that day's main activity. And so it is a murder mystery. So right now I have 6 people dying, 1 a month. And then one main laundry club lady being in the thick of it. And so that's how it's going to play out. And you will get every day, get a new one, and then it'll go away. And if you don't want to do that, then at the end of the month, you want to read them, you can buy the novella. So that is how it is going to work out. Yay! Thank you. I love the laundry club ladies too. And I have so also we're going to be in our Facebook group, and I'll be doing some giveaways. And I have those patches that has the little camper on it that says honorary laundry club lady. I don't know if y'all have seen those. Should I go get one? I should go get one. We should go get one. Excuse the house again. It's a mess. We got to go to the basement. And so I'm going to be giving away things like that. I'm going to be giving away some of the things I'm making, like if they were on the cruise, like I said, the Compass magazine they'll get. They will get a calendar of events each month. So I'm going to be doing all of those fun things on my Facebook group, not on Patreon, but the Facebook group. So we're going to come to but look at all my book stuff. It's all my book stuff. It wears Eddie out. But here is the patch, and I think a lot of my Patreons have those. There is the honorary laundry club lady. These are sewn. I had them made, and you put your name in Sharpie there. So fun stuff. So fun stuff. So I don't know. I should shut the door. There's Nosy. Sissy, come on, TT. So I will, once I get back up here, I will put the link. So I got my hair cut. Oh, I need to tell y'all the story about the Storm of the Century too before we go. So I got my hair cut. So my bangs, I got some curtain bangs. They're not fixed today, but when they're normally fixed, they swoop like this. I took a picture when I got them cut. I'll show you the picture. Really super fast. And I'm going to tell you my story about the Storm of the Century, which is hilarious. Because I sent a picture to Eddie when I got my hair done. So it's kind of swoopy when I fix it. So kind of swoopy, kind of not. There. So I got some layers, but I didn't fix it because, you know. But anyway, so when I was in college, this was back in like 89 or when was that? It could have been 90, 91. Google it. Google me, Barbara. So back in, and I say Google me, Barbara, all the time because if y'all ever saw 4 Christmases with Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn, when the one kid is beating up on Vince Vaughn at the dad's house, he's like jumps on Vince Vaughn. He's like, Google me, Barbara. So I always say, Google me, Barbara. So anyways, Google the Storm of the Century. So when I was in college, my girlfriends and I and all our boyfriends, we were going on spring break on a cruise. And we had to get from Lexington at the University of Kentucky to Miami. So we were having the storm, they're calling it the Storm of the Century. And I was like, we have got to get to Miami. So my friend, her parents owned an RV. And it was called the Lucky Lindy. And I'm not kidding y'all. Like, hand to God, it had the name Lucky Lindy on it. And so I don't know. We just got her parents on a good day. They said, yes, you can all drive in the RV to Florida. Y'all, we're in college. Dumb college kids in the Storm of the Century, driving 75 south through Kentucky, through Tennessee, through Georgia. But once you got to Georgia, there was snow, but it was stores and they were shutting down the interstate. And I'm not kidding. I was driving the Lucky Lindy. I'm like, we're getting there. And you should see me driving. I'm driving. And we were listening to the radio. And we didn't have cell phones back then. And so, no, Missy May, you're not going to drink out of my drink. Go get your own drink. And so Rowena has her own mason jar. I can show you all that too. She loves her mason jar of water. So anyways, so we get down, so they were shutting all the roads down behind us. And I don't know what made my mama and my daddy say, yeah, go ahead, drive in the storm of the century. That's what they were calling it. And it was so bad. People were on the side of the road. People were pulled over. Not me and all my friends. They were playing cards. They were probably drinking. I was driving the Lucky Lindy. I was getting it down there. And then, so we get to Miami and we park in the parking garage of where you board the ship in Miami. And so at the time it was a parking garage. I don't know what's there now. And we had like 4 hours to sleep because the storm kind of, made us go super slow and we were already in an RV. And so we all I'm not kidding. There was me and Heather and Di and Laura. Laura was the Lucky Lindy. And Jerry, Pete, Joff, Lauren, who else? There was like 2 more people. So we were all piled in this RV, tiny RV, kind of like what I drive now. And so we all are piled up on top of each other, sleeping. And we get out to go get on the boat with all our junk. And the paneling is off the Lucky Lindy. The paneling is off. Like, we don't know what happened to the paneling. We have no idea. But it was off on pieces of the Lucky Lindy. The Lucky Lindy barely made it to Miami for us to get on. So we're like, well, we won't worry with the Lucky Lindy till we get back. We'll just leave it here, And literally, it was so damaged that we could not drive it back. And so Laura's parents, we all had to get an airplane ticket home. And because we had the best time on the cruise. I won a couple contests that we probably shouldn't name. I won the beer drinking contest. And I don't even drink beer no more, but I did win the contest. I even somewhere in my stuff down in the basement have a trophy. So we had the best time on that cruise. We all still talk about it. And because we had such fun. And so Laura's parents, they never got mad. And I couldn't, because I lived with her for the 4 years. We all lived together for 4 years, the 4 of us. So when I started writing this daily serial, so we can do, I'm like, oh my gosh, with the storm of the century has to be in there for them to leave. Because, it shut down everything. I probably could Google it. I could probably Google that. Oh, I do want to also give you my Facebook group in case you're not in it. Community. That way y'all can jump over there if you want to join. That's great. You don't have to. But anyways, and so that's how I came up with the storm of the century for the book. Vicky's going to set an alarm every day. I know. Yes, it's totally like the Love Boat. Totally. Yes. Dottie will be in charge of games. And of course, people are going to love her on there. And because she shows up, of course, for the cruise in this big bedazzled hat and her cigarettes. And oh my gosh, it is so funny. So funny. Let's see. I miss the books. What books? It does. It starts on January the 1st. And so it's going to be so much fun. That's going to be what gets me out of bed in the morning. I go, yay, Lisa. Thank you. Crystal, I just found out about you in July when I saw the book was coming out. But I found the Kemper series. I'm so hooked. I cannot stop reading. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Crystal, I'm so excited for you to discover Tanya. Y'all are so very, very kind. Very kind. Hey Diana, how are you? Are they going to keep close to the books? You having control over the scripts? So I do have some control over that, but for just real quick sake, so when the producers came to our house and they came visiting my family, I took them down home, which y'all know that, and they got to meet my mama's best friend, Sharon. And Sharon, bless her heart, in a good way, she does hair for the funeral homes. So, and she always prays over everybody. So she was telling them all about it, how she does the hair and she prays over them and all the stuff. And the producers loved it. They were like, oh my gosh, I love this. And so they are going to have, I believe, Bets be that. I think they're going to have her have that job too. So Jay's going to have all her jobs, but they're going to give her an extra job because in the television world, you know, you really got to have those inside sleuthing people. You can't just have May. Like it's the television and the books are so different. So they're going to add that extra layer to her. And that's what we have now. So, but things could change between now and shoot time. But that is something I think is hilarious and I think it would work out well. And then so I told him that story about my daddy and that air tag. Whenever we got him before he passed, the little scooter, and he got lost in the neighborhood, and we're like, what is where? Mom's like, oh, I've lost your daddy. And I'm like, Mom, I live 2 hours away. You have got to call Mike, our cousin, Michael Earl. I said, you have to call Michael Earl. You cannot call. I mean, I can't get there in 2 hours. You got to get and go around the neighborhood. So she called my cousin, Michael Earl. Michael goes around and he found daddy on the scooter, driving around the neighborhood. So we put an air tag on daddy. And so, on his scooter so we can know where he was. And like Rowena has an air tag on her collar just in case she ever got loose. And so anyways, what happened was that we were telling the producers about this air tag because of daddy. And so when daddy died, a friend of ours up here has ALS. And so we're going to give her the scooter for her for when she needs it. And so we're giving it to her. And so we're at Mama's and Mama's watch goes off and she's like, oh my gosh, it says that I have left your daddy at the cemetery and he'd been buried for like 3 days. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a notification on my watch. We've left your daddy at the cemetery. And I was like, doo. And I was like, cemetery? And about that time, my sister texted us a picture where she had gone to the cemetery before she went home, and she had that daddy scooter up in the back of her car with the air tag, and Mom's air tag went off on her watch and said daddy was left at the cemetery. And so we got a cackle out of that. So somehow they're working that into the first episode or something. I don't know, but we have laughed about it. So there's different things. But still the same thing. And what actual executives they are like, not necessarily producers, are the group of women, the ages, and their relationships. So that's what is fitting in so well. Thank you, Gina. He's unboxed them up. I need to get you one. Yes, I love that. It's okay. I don't sleep through the night, so I scroll to get sleepy. There you go. There you go. Let's see. I think that's about it. Are there any more questions? I see y'all hanging out, talking in there. Look at the new scrolly thing. Crazy, right? 54 is young. Love you, girl. She's having her birthday next month. My daughter turned 30. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. How do we get there? You can't get there from here. That's another story I got. One time we got lost with Mama and Daddy, and we pulled over to get directions. We said, we're going this place. We were out of towners. And the guy that we pulled over to ask directions said, oh, you can't get there from here. You can't get there from here. And he just kept rolling his arms. I don't think he knew where he was. I don't think he knew where he could go get there anywhere. And so now whenever we're like, oh, where is that? I'm like, I don't know. You can't get there from here. So that's what reminded me of it. Yes. How do we know if we're signed up for the chit? Oh, okay. So let me, I don't know. I think I can share my screen. That way I can share my screen. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to do a new tab, share. So we're going to go to TanyaKappas.com. Okay. Can you, I'm hoping y'all can see that. Let me see. Oh, you can. Okay. So go. So this is the chit chat right here. All of this is the chit chat. So there's a lot of stuff on here y'all probably don't know, but you're going to go to contact. So this is the newsletter, and then here's the chit chat. So this is where you would do it right there on the contact. So I would say scroll all the way down, but also, do you guys know that I have extras on here? Like a lot of people don't realize that. Like I had an author's note for Iced Coffee Corruption. There's some recipes. I have book club kits. So if you do a book club, you can pick the book and tells you all about it, and then you can download it. And this is what it looks like. I have things I say hello, discussion questions, the playlist that goes along with each book, recipe, Mama Vi's Bless Your Heart chest bars, Adeline's their sweet spiked tea, and then a fun activity for your book club, and then my website stuff. So I have all sorts of fun stuff that you might not know that we have in extras. I probably should really do that, like coloring books, happy release day. I don't know what this is, but we'll look. Oh, it's the cover. It's the cover color, which if you're on Patreon, you get all of the covers in color. And then bonus scenes. So this was here's a door knocker that you could do. We'll look at that in a second, but this is like bonus scenes from all of them. So this was Millie Kay's bonus scene. I really should do more of these. So you click on that and you get a bonus scene from her perspective. So it's kind of like the letters I send out to Patreon, but these were here. So then every year we do Halloween in Patreon. So I was giving y'all a look into our bonus Halloween magazine. So when we have our party, this is from 2023. This is what we go through. I give them a fun menu, and then the menu has all of the recipes. So we'll just kind of go through the menu and the desserts and the beverages. And then here is the playlist. I have several playlists on Spotify for free. This is a couple of little scary, spooky short stories I write. They get a color page. Then we do Mad Libs. So I ask them to give me what, all these are. And so it is a spooky Mad Lib, which is really fun. And we read that. Another Mad Libs. We do all of these live in Patreon for Halloween. And then a crossword, a Southern Sleuth crossword puzzle. And there's the questions, like a ghost favorite activity, which is one across. And then another short story. Hi, Rowena. And another short story. And then we give them stencils for your pumpkin that you can, print out. And then we do a trivia game about Halloween. And then here's the answer keys. And then there's the trivia game answers. So there's a lot of stuff. And if you're interested in Patreon, you would just go to my website and click Patreon. It would take you there. But there's a lot of various things here. Cross stitches. Again, if you're in Patreon, you get all the cross stitches for the books, but this is a cross stitch. I have been cross stitching lately. I've been loving that. And this was a door knocker, a door hanger. This is what it looks like. And it says, I'm booked. So we do a lot of stuff. So that's the chit chat right down there. So I would go scroll down, contact, and you get it right here. So yeah, so a lot of different things. So let's go back here and then we can stop sharing my screen. There. Go back to me and my readers. These are my daddy's readers. They have, I don't know where he got these. They've got jewels on them, so I just wear them. And we won't tell Mama about the pantry. That's messy. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's so messy. So messy. Oh, I tell you. Anyways, hey, Kayla. How are you? Farmer's Almanac is like some of Tanya Gabbard's books. Yes, girl. You get it. You get it. Yes, you get it. Yes, it is going to be so good. The cruise is going to be fun. I'm so stop. Oh my gosh, Kristen Steele said, I can't imagine a 6-month cruise. And she'll leave Hank behind. Well, does she leave Hank behind? Hank can always come to a port and get on. So during the 9-month world cruise, people's families, like there were some girls that were in college and her sister did, and they did college online during the 9-month world cruise. And then her parents like flew to Bangladesh or somewhere. I don't know. I'm making that up. I don't know where they went, but it sounded good in my head. And so her parents actually flew to a port and did a week with them and then got off. And so that you're going to see a lot of. So it's not going to be just without Hank. It's going to be awesome. Crystal just signed up for Chit Chat. I love that. I love the patch. I love the patch too. I can put our Patreon group if you're interested in coming to Patreon. You can come. Everyone is welcome to come and join. I know that there's a free tier there, but we do not post anything for free. So that's kind of a waste of your time. And so, yeah. I thought you cut we did. I mean, I didn't cut it for so long. Remember for the past couple times that I had her, just color it. I said, you can stand behind me and make the sound. But if I see one little flicker of hair on the floor or fall to the floor, we gonna roll. We gonna roll, sister. We are gonna roll. I'll cut you a big one, bigger than a double wide. Let's see. Oh, it's long and I'm afraid. It grows back. It grows back. How do you pack for a 6-month cruise? I would bring everything. I packed 6 days worth of clothes for 4 days. I know. So, I mean, I watched it all. And I've been on several cruises and I've got my Mr. Washy Washy videos pulled up. Oh my goodness. I should show y'all that. Let me see if I can share my screen again because I know I saved it. Share screen. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to share the entire screen. Here we are on, this is what my screen looks like. Or maybe, I don't think I can share a window. We'll share a screen. I'm assuming I'm sharing. Am I sharing? Share. Am I sharing? Let's see the window. What's the window? I don't know what the window is. Oh, I'm sharing it all. We are all out there. But Mr. Washy Washy, let's see. Close. Oh, that's my systems worksheet. I was working today. My CEO strategy planner is on there. That's my other planner. So let me see if I can find Mr. Washy Washy. Look how dirty, like, look at, don't even look at my screen because now I got to find it all. This is what my screen looks like. It's terrible. Mr. Washy Washy. Let's see. I don't know. We're going to have to look. Let's see here. Mr. Washy Washy. Oh. You know, it'd be way easier to get on the Facey books. So let's stop share because this is funny. And I love it. Hold on. Let's get on the Facebooks. Let's go over to Tanya Lowry Kappas. And then we're going to look for Mr. Washy Washy. I'm still on, of course. He's like, wow. Cruise. I can find it. Share screen. Tanya Lowry Kappas. Share. Oh, so here it is.
I want to know, did you wash your hands?
Not with him.
Hey, Miss Justin. I want to know, did you wash your hands? Woo! Oh, I tell you something.
And I start singing with him.
I hope you understand when I say that something. I wanna wash your hands. 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 Oh, I tell you something. I hope you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna wash your hands. Everybody, I wanna wash your hands. One more time. I wanna wash your hands. Let's go. I wanna wash your hands.
So that was Mr. Washy Washy. Could y'all hear that? I hope so. And so I went on a cruise with like 400 and something readers.
Now we'll begin.
Mr. Washy Washy got too.
Don't sit at the train when I just my back. Walking. This is Mr. Washy Washy. Sorry. Walking. Evening. Hey.
More.
Hey. Washy, 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 washy.
Watch it. So that is this is Eddie's fan club president. So she was on there and he's signing books. And look at my bangs. And that's my friend Tina, one of my besties, who I love. And there's Eddie in the ocean. And then we were playing Slapjack with Tanya, TNT Tanya cards with readers. And there's the cruise ship. And this was in our room. There's my toes. And I was giving out Tanya and Tina bucks to all the cruise people. And we were trying to sneak in people's rooms in the middle of the night. And here we are playing games and giving out prizes. And so they would collect money and they could auction for prizes, fake money. And so that was the fake money. And mine and Tina's pictures are on the fake money, and we would sign it. And so this one lady, we slipped it under her door. And so this is like the cruise compass. So every day the laundry club ladies are going to get those. I don't see the one where the girl caught us. But anyways, so I did the reader cruise. It was so much fun. So I could totally do like the 6-month cruise. Now, Eddie, not so much. He can only cruise for he was going to have a hard time on the one in Alaska. I brought home as much clean clothes as I did dirty ones. Yeah. I used to work at the laundromat. Not fun at all. Well, the laundry club ladies make it a lot of fun. I'm a chicken to go on a cruise. That's okay. You can just go along with me. So, so glad you caught it. Yes. Have a good night. All that is fun. Oh, well, welcome, Crystal. We're so glad you're there. You're going to love it. And I think I am signed up for the chit chat. Good. I might tell you, I don't know. I don't do my website. Eddie and the guy does. So, but yeah, I love Mr. Washy Washy. We had the best time. And so all of those things will be on there, plus all the fun stuff from the World Cruise. And that's what I watch on the TikToks. is cruise people, like people that live on the cruise, that work on the cruise. And plus, we're still going to go on our cruise. So I'll probably be going on the cruise while I'm writing the thing, because I'm only writing the first few, and then I'll start writing more and more and more. So anyways, you guys, I have kept you on here way long enough, an hour and 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. So if you are in the inner circle tier of Patreon, your books are coming to you. We're dropping them off tomorrow. I love you all, and I will see y'all inside Patreon. If not, I will see you guys hopefully here next Tuesday for another reader question. I am going to go over here on YouTube on the post. So if you go to my page where you're at and you see at the top, it'll say posts. I'm going to be posting Ask Tanya Anything, and you can ask Tanya anything. And then if you are subscribed, you know that I also post over here. I'm on all the social media. So the social media is different. People always ask what they are. Mainly Instagram is all book things. My Facebook author page is a combination of book things and personal, like 1 or 2 personal posts. And then the group on Facebook is a good morning post. And then I usually post a funny book meme, and then a picture of the day of me doing something. And then also every Wednesday we have a giveaway in the Facebook page. And then Patreon is for super fans, and super fans for extra content. So it's extra content that you won't get anywhere there. They are posts, they are downloads. And then we have some fun things for the holidays. So anyways, I love you guys, and I will see y'all. And I don't really post on TikTok. I just go over there to watch all the other crazy people posting on TikTok. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later.